Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tank Observers. My name's Jackson McCarty, alongside the usual suspect Chris Barr. But we've got a couple others in the building today. We've got Logan Windsor. Say what's up, Logan.
Hey, Jackson.
And we've got Landon Potvin. What's up, Landon?
What's poppin'?
What's Potvin?
What's Potvin?
I said.
There we go. But
Cringe is
yeah.
real. Jeez.
So today, usually I would send this one over to Topher, but I'm just going to go ahead and explain it anyways. Today we're going to do a 4-person mock draft. We're going to rotate through. The order's going to be Topher, me, Landon, Logan. We're just going to rotate through, get to those picks. We're only going to do one round, but since it's draft time, let's kick this off. Let's go ahead and build some anticipation for what's coming up.
Oh,
All right, so y'all just want to hop into it?
why not?
All right. Topher, you're on the clock.
All right. And with the first overall pick in the draft, I don't think anyone's surprised that the Bengals will take Joe Burrow.
Justin Herbert, is that what you said?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not?
God,
We
no.
lost you there for a second, Logan. But yeah, Joe Burrow first to the Bengals. I think it's written in stone.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody knows for sure.
No, we know.
if
the
they
first-
switch it up.
The first two picks we know who's going.
Yeah. What is it? Burrow first and then Tua second?
No.
Of course
No,
it
it will not be to a second. I will go ahead and get that out of the way. Chase Young, you're a Redskin. No chance.
Well, we wasted no time just immediately jumping to number 2. Cool. I love this lack of discussion through the first 2 picks because everyone's so bored of it.
Well,
Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask one thing about Burrow right away. Is he like guaranteed rookie of the year? You think?
God, no.
No way. No.
Okay, who would be in that conversation? Because I mean, there's not going to be a lot of offensive rookies that are going to get the freedom that Burrow gets, especially through quarterbacks. I think he'll be one of the only starting quarterbacks that's a rookie.
Hey, you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see an O lineman get it. Zach Martin almost won. Zach Martin almost beat Odell Beckham Jr. for Offensive Rookie of the Year back in 2014. No one talks about it, but he almost did. He was that prolific. I'd love to see an offensive tackle, maybe like if Saquon goes off and Jedrick Wills goes 4th, or Jedrick Wills, if he goes 4th and Saquon goes off, who's to say that he doesn't get it as an offensive tackle?
That'd be cool and different.
My money would be on somebody like Jerry Jeudy or CeeDee Lamb. I don't think a quarterback's winning it.
Not
Or,
even-
or I think there's this tight end that's coming out of Missouri that could have a good
Oh,
shot of having a
God.
breakout year.
You won't have to hear anything about him because he's not a first-round talent.
We don't know about that. Maybe
Oh,
I'll
we
take
do.
him later on.
we do.
I think
Yeah,
he even knows about that.
All right. Landon's up with the Lions now.
Yes.
All right. Lions are on the clock.
Gotta make it dramatic.
Yep. Hold on. Come
You
on.
want a drum roll?
Yep.
With the third pick in the 2020 NFL draft, we are taking Isaiah Simmons. Very versatile, and he fits he can play anywhere. I mean, slot, he's edge, middle linebacker. And Matt Patricia, he likes to do the 3-4, 4-3. He can play both. You're probably going to see almost every snap with him. My expert analysis.
Very, very expert. I mean, I think everyone kind of agrees that that's the smart decision for the Lions, right?
I don't know about that anymore. I mean, maybe when they still had Darius Slay on their roster.
They don't have one line. They have like 2 linebackers on their team.
They have Jared Davis on their team still. And I know he's not much, and a bit of a disappointment coming out of that 2017, I think. But, yeah. But, I mean, for me, personally at least, I got to go with Okuda here. And I remember having this conversation with Jackson earlier on, and there was a lot thrown up in the air. But now that they have Desmond Trufant as their number 1 and Justin Coleman running the slot, they need that other outside. And me personally, I would say Okuda.
Yeah, that's more or less the way I lean, but it does make sense for them to get Simmons. Like, I'm not totally out of the park on that one at all. I think the pick will be Okuda, but I'm not sure Simmons doesn't make more sense for them for his versatility because they've got a lot of holes.
Yeah. And I think they just kind of sealed their fate when they traded Slay to the Eagles.
I kind of just went with best available here because, I mean, Simmons is really good.
I mean, that's what happens at the top of the draft usually.
Yeah. I mean,
if you're not a quarterback.
The edge spot is probably the best on the Redskins roster, but they find themselves taking Chase Young. Or that D-line as a whole.
You can't pass him up.
No.
Yeah,
Isaiah Simmons very well could be can't-miss talent. But, Logan, that puts you up at 4.
All right, so the Giants are at 4. They're bad. They have a lot of holes that need to be filled. But the one hole they have filled right now is Daniel Jones at quarterback. They are counting on him to be the franchise guy. Last year, what was the problem late in the season? The dude had like 3 seconds of protection. Nate Soldier on that left side of the offensive line was horrible. I think he allowed like 11, 12 sacks last year. I'm going Tristan Wirfs. I think he's the best tackle by far out of the class from Iowa. He'll be able to – having an O-lineman develop alongside with your QB is going to develop chemistry that the Giants will be able to take advantage of, I think, in the future.
Yeah, I absolutely can see that. Tristan Wirfs initially is a right tackle, but with how athletically gifted he is, I could see him making that switch to the other side. I couldn't agree more. He's definitely my favorite tackle in the draft. Yeah, and especially with Simmons off the board.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm the better GM than Landon right now. That's good to hear.
Wouldn't go that far. Let's wait till the end of whenever all this dust.
I got some nice picks.
You're gonna get frustrated with me later.
I got some nice picks.
Oh God.
All right. Chris is up now. The Dolphins at 5. The failed tank. Did the Dolphins get their guy, Chris?
Painstakingly, I bring this pick to you. It's Tua. And we all know how I feel about Tua, or at least most of us do. I think he's going to be hurt a lot. I don't think that he's a lefty Drew Brees. I think he's a talented QB and probably the most NFL ready, but I am just so not on his wagon. I'm not a Tua guy.
Are we doing trades?
I was gonna bring that up as a conversation. Just God forbid somebody trades up, because I don't think the Redskins, Lions, or Giants are looking for a QB at the moment.
Oh God. No.
Is there a possibility that a team trades up to the 2 or 4 spot to grab Tua before the Dolphins can, or do the Dolphins even trade up to get it?
Not anymore.
The Chargers are the only team I could see fighting for it.
I'm not even sure if I have the Chargers taking quarterbacks anymore.
It's all smoke, man. They don't want to have to trade up, so they're
Anthony Lynn's a weirdo, man.
But if Tua falls to the Dolphins, we're all pretty confident that he's going to Miami, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right. And then Jackson.
I would cry for them. I would cry for that.
Okay, well, you got the Chargers now. Are they going to take a QB at 6?
I love the fish.
Okay. Here's my thing. I don't like Herbert. Just outright.
Really? No way. I can't believe this.
6 in a row that the draftees are just like hating on the quarterbacks.
Oh, so Jordan Love goes here then?
No, I'm so very tempted to take an O-lineman. I'm so tempted to grab Andrew Thomas and get a quarterback later. Or like hypothetically have them draft in the 2nd.
Or pick up Cam Newton even.
Well, let's think about this because you say you're tempted to take an O tackle. Why would you take a left?
That's true.
That's right. They traded Russell Okung. All right, never mind. Forgot about
it. The experience.
You got 10 seconds, Jackson, on the clock.
10 seconds?
Nah, you have the limited.
I've got to go Herbert.
Herbert, you're going to go Herbert? Okay.
Yeah. They need a quarterback desperately. I don't think Tyrod's it. They need to have somebody to learn behind Tyrod. And might as well let it be Herbert.
Yeah. All right. Well, Landon, you are up with the Carolina Panthers at the 7th spot. Just in case everyone's keeping up. So, whoa.
This is my screen.
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool screen, Landon.
I
so
did
far,
mess up.
Right now, we got Burrow at 1.
I
Chase
messed up
Young
there.
to the Redskins. Lions took Isaiah Simmons with the 3rd pick. Tristan Wirfs went to the Giants at 4. Tua went to the Dolphins at 5. and Justin Herbert went to the Chargers at 6.
I like this stream.
And I have my draft board for the Panthers. I like what they have at wide receiver, quarterback, and running back. I think Bridgewater, I mean, he's not great, but I think maybe 2 or 3 years, or at least until his contract's up, he can do what he can do there. So I'm going to take Jeffrey Okudah out of Ohio State.
That's perfect for them. If he somehow falls out of the top 5, they would be very happy customers.
That's just another taking the best available there. I mean, that's of course a need at their position too, but he's also the best available.
Not to mention, dude, in my opinion at least, I think that they are upgrading from James Bradbury, and it's a lot cheaper to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. 5 years of control. I've been arguably a better corner.
All right. Well, now I am up with the Cardinals at 8. And even though they traded for Hopkins, I'm tempted here to take a receiver. And and I'm not going to, but the reason why I'm tempted is because I don't know if they have a lot of belief in Christian Kirk as a main guy there. This is definitely Fitzgerald's last year. They don't have any depth outside of Kirk, Fitzgerald, and Hopkins.
I like Andy Isabella.
I also like fucking Butler. I think they have a few people.
Yeah, I could see it. But I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go with another safe pick. I'm going to go Jarek Wills from Alabama, an offensive tackle. Okay. Just boofing up the offensive line there in Arizona. I'm an offensive line guy. I'm really big about that. And these 2 teams I've had, the Giants and the Cardinals, have one-year talents who had terrible offensive lines that were in the top 5 of getting sacked last year. I don't think we saw Kyler have a clean pocket all year. Now, granted, he's an escape artist. He's a good scrambler. But if he's going to have longevity, he can't do that forever.
Yeah, 5'10", a little small to be getting beat up like that.
I mean, look at Breeze. I mean, Breeze had a monster offensive line. He never had to go outside the pocket being, what is he, like 5'11", 5'10". So that's the key for short quarterbacks is having a good offensive line.
Yeah, in these later years, they've done an even better job of keeping him intact.
Yeah, absolutely. Breeze only had the injury at like week 5. He really hasn't been injured the last 5 years since. So, Chris, you got Jacksonville. Is Jacksonville going to stick with Gardner Minshew or?
All right, it's Minshew time. It's Minshew time in Jacksonville. They just got rid of Nick Foles. They kind of solidified Minshew as the man. Come on, it's Gardner madness out here.
Leonard Fournette wants Newton to come, though.
Leonard Fournette would love him to come. And you know what? I'm not sure if Leonard Fournette's really long for that team anymore. He has just been poison in the locker room. But
you want to talk about a guy that went from an elite running back to a mediocre to low-tier guy in 1 year? Yeah. That dude had a massive regression last year.
Sure.
Wait, did you say Jonathan Taylor, Chris?
I did.
Oh, you did? Yes! Love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw's the pick.
Wow.
Whoa.
I have to go way down there.
Derek Brown's still on the board.
Wait, what? Oh, God.
It's in. It is in.
You know what? He's a better fit for the team, but, that's not – I didn't even see Derek Brown.
I thought you were really picking Jonathan Taylor there.
Yeah, guys, regardless of if Derek Brown's still on the board, he's a way better fit for the team.
All right, we'll give it. Oh, I'm fine with Kinlaw. But.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at their draft history, they've really sprung for guys like him, Taven Bryan, who turned out to be a massive bust. But regardless, I think he and Taven Bryan have way more similarities than Derek Brown. But that was a. Oh my God! How did Derek Brown make it past the Cardinals?
Because like an lineman. They have a pretty good D. They got Chandler Jones in them. Their defense wasn't the problem last year.
Pretty good D, says one player, then stops.
Defensive lineman.
Okay. Whatever. Leave me alone.
Any of them?
I'm GM of the year.
Where's Robert Kimdichie, by the way?
Probably at home. I wouldn't figure he's on a roster.
All right, Jackson, you got Cleveland now.
Wasn't he out of Ole Miss?
Did
Are
you?
you,
I
are
think.
you going to take Derek Brown here?
God, no. They need a left tackle. Give me Andrew Thomas every day.
Damn.
3 D tackles.
Oh.
They have like 3 defensive tackles on their team.
And also, if anybody is mad about me taking Thomas over Becton, watch tape, not the combine. That's all I have to say.
Oh,
For
Becton's
real,
still
yo, scouts, they're really not feeling them either. It's executives that are feeling them, not scouts.
I about to say, please pay attention to who. Look at the laundry list of guard or of people Andrew Thomas had to guard in college. 3-year starter. Now go look at Becton. He's playing the ACC. Who's he guarding? Give me Andrew Thomas every day of the week. The most Trent Williams-esque player in the past at least 5 drafts to me.
All right, Landon, you are now up with your New York Jets.
All right, so I got here we're good with Darnold, obviously. We just need protection for him or pass rush. So my draft board here, I had Becton or Thomas, and then I had Dawson, and then CD Lamb or Judy. But, I mean, if you guys are saying Derek Brown's as good as he is, and especially with Quinnen Williams as bad as he was, I like our receivers.
No way are you about to give up on Quinnen Williams, the 3rd overall pick in a year.
What? Dude, we can play Brown and Williams, right? Williams is an edge.
Theoretically, but that was like when you had Snacks, Mo Wilkerson, and Sheldon Richardson. There wasn't enough space for all of them. So one ended up on the Giants.
I think it's just a pure who's the best available, and Derek Brown shouldn't have fallen to 11.
Right.
He should.
I think it's just that kind of pick.
And I hate to say it, but I think Jamal Adams might even get traded this week.
This week,
he will most likely will because he wants to get an extension and they're not giving it to him. I wouldn't be shocked.
I've seen a lot of stuff on it.
Dude, Jamal Adams wants to reset the safety market again.
Yeah, so I think we might even get like another. I think the Cowboys really like him, so I think we get a couple picks there. But I'm gonna go with Derek Brown just because the best overall. I know
right.
I don't even like it that much, but I think if Derek Brown's there, I mean you got to take him.
Yeah,
Jackson, is there a possibility that Derek Brown falls to the Jets here, or is this just us mock drafting?
I would like to see the Jags.
He should have been picked at 6, 7, or 8, and frankly, probably should have been taken at 9. But I think that was me just like thinking of my drafts and how he's never made it there. That was kind of a mental typo.
All right,
doesn't matter.
Well, we are professionals. All right, this is the easiest one of the day. This is easier than Burrow, in my opinion. Name a receiver on the Raiders.
Wow, look at your hand already floating over Jerry Jeudy.
That's not who I'm taking.
As if you've heard his name tied to the Raiders in any way, shape, or form.
I
would go with what I think.
Wow.
But they're taking CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, they're taking CeeDee Lamb. It's without they don't need a burner. They don't need a guy like a Jerry Jeudy because they don't have anyone. If they had a complimentary piece like a good slot guy, Hunter Renfrow's not a good slot guy. Is that a good guy? Then you take Jerry Jeudy here. But you're taking CeeDee Lamb because you just need the guy for your team.
Topher's heart just broke live.
Seriously, you just said Renfrow's not a good slot guy? He's the next Wes Welker. But everyone needs every team in the league.
That's a high bar, Wes Welker. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the greatest slot receiver of all time. Yes, I just threw that out there.
Talk to Randall Cobb. Let me know.
Jerry Jeudy is.
There's no argument between Wes Welker and Randy. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm not a Packer fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Randall Cobb would get used to mop the floors if we're comparing his game to Wes Welker's.
All right. Well, Chris, you now have the Niners pick, who have the pick now because they traded with the Colts.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Jackson.
No, it's not.
That's you. We are professionals, ladies and gentlemen. We know what we're doing.
Sweet.
Let's see if we go with a blooper here.
Another blooper? Chill. Come on. See, this pick's actually kind of difficult because they don't have too many needs. But moving up this far, they're gonna take Jerry Jeudy.
Judy.
Yeah, they have
No,
no.
not that they might. They will. They will 100% will.
Because they
Yeah,
just got rid
I
of
like-
Samuel.
I like your confidence.
Sanders.
They have no reason to not take Jerry Jeudy there. It blew my mind that they had the opportunity to.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. They do need just one extra weapon. You could also look at C.J. Henderson.
Because Deebo Samuel, he's a downfield threat, but he is not a pure number one receiver. They don't have Emmanuel Sanders. He's on the Saints now. And Marquise Goodwin's, he'll take the top off the defense, but he's not a number one either.
Yeah, they also have Deebo Samuel, who was a rookie last year. So I think he might develop into something because he did pretty good in the Yoffs.
Hey, what's good with Dante Pettis? What's going on there?
He had a couple good
anything
games
about
last
Dante
year.
Pettis?
Well, what is there to say? I think he's just a locker room cancer right now. I think they expected him to be something to start off the year. He got cocky, started dropping balls in preseason, and then he just
Is he like Devontae Adams during the early years?
Nick said he won't develop.
Speaking of former San Francisco headaches, Alden Smith's back in the league.
Yeah.
I know.
What? How's that allowed?
I
Is Greg Hardy on the next train bag too? What's happening?
probably.
I don't know. I think
That
Greg
means
Hardy's
that-
very happy player.
If we're talking about NFL comebacks, can
No, get out of here. Get it
Leave
out.
us with this Jeff Janis nonsense.
No, but the reason why Adams developed was because he was getting targets. Rodgers fed him his first couple years, even though he was dropping. Dante Pettis, they just dropped him off the face of the earth. They didn't even get an opportunity later in the year.
I think that has a lot to do with Jimmy. I don't know. I feel like Jimmy's the type of guy who has like zero patience. Like being under Tom Brady, I think he saw Tom Brady was like, hey, this guy's bad. Get him off the team.
Yeah.
But like I don't think he should be able to do that because he really wasn't targeting him. They did the same thing to Cordell Patterson in Minnesota. If you look at his targets, they just fall off the map.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before we go on to the next pick, can I plant a flag really quick if we have a next NFL season? Can I plant a flag right now?
Yeah.
Go for it.
The Niners will make the playoffs.
Wait, does the extra?
No way.
Not in general. They're going to go 8-8 or 9-7. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Okay,
They're going to have a huge regression this year.
Is the extra playoff spot in effect this year or no? It's not till next year,
No,
right?
next year.
They're still better than the Rams. They'll make a wild card. They won't have the divisional.
They are better than the Rams. Like
The Cardinals will be better than them.
No. Oh God, no. I'm predicting. I will say below 7-9 for the Cardinals. I will put any amount of money on that.
Wow.
I think the Vikings will do better than 8-8. So if he's calling something like that, then I'd say the Vikings will make it over them. Sorry, if he's saying that their record's going to be that low, I still think the Vikings are a 10-win team. And that's not
we'll have to have a discussion about NFL after the draft. We'll have to have a discussion about like what the preview looks like for the league because the whole league got flipped around this year. I think the playoffs are going to be different than they were last year. So
we're totally off the topic of the draft, and we are up to 14, guys.
Yeah, we need to. All right, we're going to go spam picks next, like 10 picks. All right.
Spam picks and then just argue all we want. I'm here for it.
Awesome.
Right, who's
Go
up?
for it.
I just picked Jackson.
I think it's Jackson.
I got it. Mekhi Becton, protect Tom Brady. He's old and fragile.
Yeah, it's a good pick. With him falling that late, yes.
There's no time.
Landon, you got the Broncos.
All right, I think
need a little bit of everything.
No, they're good at quarterback. Their defense is pretty good. They got Boye, they got Casey, they got Miller, they got Chubb, they got
What do you
Justin
mean they're
Simmons.
good at quarterback?
Drew Lock. I mean, he did decent last year.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. But
John,
I
they wouldn't take a quarterback anyway.
Anyway,
I think they're gonna take Ruggs.
okay.
Get that speedy receiver. He'd pair up good with Cortland Sutton and whoever they got tight end. I forget, but
No, fam.
yeah. A lot
okay.
of
That means
vertical threats there.
That means I'm up. I think the Falcons are again. This is my opinion. I have awful opinions. I think the Falcons are a good team. I think they have they don't have a lot of holes. Their one massive hole right now though is pass rush. I think this is an easy pick. I don't think Chase Son is the talent. Like my opinion, I don't think he's a talent to be a top 16, top 15 pick. But there's no edge rusher, in my opinion, near him. So this is a reach, but the Falcons, I think, are going to take Chase on here from LSU.
That's fair.
That's a
I
lot of-
personally like Zach Bond more, but I don't think he'll be going this high.
See, for me, like it's
Espinoza
either between Chason and Espinoza, but I watched him in Iowa. I saw some games against Wisconsin. There was nothing that like blew me away about him.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
all right. I mean, those four: Judy going to the Niners, Beckton going to the Buccaneers, Ruggs going to the Broncos, Chason going to the Falcons. I see no problem with any of that. This is probably one of the deepest wide receiver classes we're gonna ever see in the NFL. Possibly.
That's why I didn't take a receiver with the Jets. I mean, I like what we got so far, but
If you're able to get Chenault in the second round, who is by all accounts a first-round receiver, if you can get Chenault in the second round, that's a testament to how deep this class is. Because you've still got Jefferson, Mims, Chenault could still go in the first. I mean, technically, Rager has to find a home somewhere. All these guys are fighting for that first-round contention, and some of them are going to get pushed.
All right, in the spirit of moving the draft along, my pick is C.J. Henderson because this team decided to let Byron Jones walk and keep their big three-round offense together. But in response to Logan's comments, I don't think this team – because think about it, Devontae Adams came out of the second round. I'm pretty sure Jarvis Landry was almost a third-rounder. I'm not sure if –
we can play that game all day, Chris. We can play that game all day.
The 2014 class was bonkers.
Yeah.
So let's wait and see. Yeah, look at Jackson smiling. He knows that I have like a love for the 2014 class.
I know you do, buddy.
I think it's the best of all time. It just is.
All right.
It's so good.
So the Steelers had this pick where they traded to the Dolphins because they thought they could make the playoffs this year. Didn't work.
Which Minka was a big driving force to how they almost did.
yeah.
They almost did it, but then they forgot that they needed a backup quarterback. So the Dolphins get their second first-round pick right now.
Yep.
For us, we took Tua at 5. Jackson, who are you taking at 18?
I'm thinking safety. The best two players on the board left are safety. Or actually, the best one player on the board left is safety because Grant Delpit is not near the top. Xavier McKinney, welcome to Miami.
What is with this hate?
I prefer my football players to tackle, and I haven't seen Delpit do that in about 9 months now. So
Okay, so 19, the Raiders, I forget, they took CeeDee Lamb. So Derek Carr has a new weapon. We're going to go with a defensive player here. I like Fulton here. I think that's who I'm going to take.
Okay.
Chris Fulton. I like that. I'm kind of surprised Gladney's getting as much attention as he is. I love Gladney, but he on that board right there, he's ranked above Fulton.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was
Fulton.
one. He was one above.
Fulton was here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, we must have different boards then, because he was one below.
I'm doing player rankings.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did predictive.
Okay. So I got the Jags, and the Jags with Chris took Kinlaw. So that solves their edge problem. The other problem is their corner problem. A lot of guys they can go with here. I mean, Jeff Gladney, obviously from TCU. But I feel like every draft, there's just one corner that just gets drafted super high for like and surprises everyone.
Okay.
For me, I really like Trayvon Diggs. I really like him from Alabama.
Don't say that around Jackson.
I love his size, and I think it works perfectly with the receivers in the AFC South. Granted, Hopkins left, but it's like Corey Davis and shit like that. Language. I think Trayvon Diggs is the
That's a shit deal.
All right, let me just go way down for this one.
It'll be like in the 40s. Calm down.
50s, actually. So,
1, 2.
Jackson's about to ship your hate mail. You're about to get just a whole bunch of it.
Hey, what does this mean?
6.
That's
6
how many
receivers
corners are still on the board that I would rather have over Trevion Diggs.
Wow. Okay.
Chris, you are on the board.
Oh my.
Yeah,
I
I know. I'm just still reeling over that last pick.
Oh.
I don't think. I think people have Trayvon Diggs going first round. Like it's not that. It's not that much of a
Going
strength.
there. Smart.
And as a corner, the name of the game now is height and length. Height and length is the key. Kevin King's not a good corner, but like skill wise, but he's still one of the top 20, 30 corners in the league right now with the Packers, and he's very young.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm
love
talking
Kevin
out my
King
ass.
coming out of Washington.
You think Kevin King's a top 20 corner? No.
Then watch
Jeff Gladney was on the board.
The dude is
Oh
locked.
my God.
All right, the Eagles
Here's the
definitely
thing,
need a
Eagles-
receiver here. Let's see what Chris will
So
take
they
here.
want. So if I know the Eagles,
Yeah, I'm
then
kind of between Justin Jefferson and Laviska Shenault. So that's really the only issue I'm having here. I'm gonna go Laviska because I think the Eagles are in the business of getting big, tall people, and that's like all they do.
Mims
Yeah, I
has
would.
been pushing to get drafted right there.
What?
Mims has been pushing to get drafted right there.
Yeah, I don't like Mims all that much. I
I've
don't know.
never heard that name before.
But here's the thing: I don't really have a reason to. He didn't catch my attention like early on, so I really didn't. I really haven't watched a lot of film on him. I just don't. So in fairness, I haven't really seen him, but at the same time, I don't want to.
I mean,
Sorry,
fair.
Denzel. I'm not sure if you're watching, but if you are, I don't care.
And
All right.
welcome to the show.
Next up, I've got Minnesota's first pick. Got to represent Topher well here. You know what?
You got this from Buffalo. They get 2 in the next, 7 picks, the Vikings?
Oh, 2 in the next
5.
4.
Yeah,
Didn't
wow.
score, yeah.
So the debate here is between Epineza, something in my throat, Zach Bond, or Jeff Gladney.
Really?
Yes, I think, and I won't deny that Marlon Davidson has been creeping up in the back of my head for this pick, but I'm not going to do it.
Oh, really? I like Marlon Davidson here.
Hey, you've got him for 25, and I don't figure neither one of these other teams are going to take him. But I'm going to roll with Jeff Gladney.
I'm here for it.
I think whoever the GM was that took Trevion Diggs really just gave you a layup on getting the probably second best corner in this class.
Yes, that silly GM that thought Trevon Diggs was still a first-round talent.
Hey, when he wins
Here's the
Defensive
thing,
Rookie of the Year
like
this year, let me
Trevon
know.
Diggs a lot, but I wouldn't take him first round anymore. I wouldn't take AJ Terrell either, and Bucky Brooks has him going like 17th.
Jeez.
I know. I think he has the Cowboys taking them. Like,
Yeah, what an idiot. God, what a moron.
I think he's just doing what the Cowboys would probably do.
If CJ
Yeah,
Anderson,
that's
still
I mean, yeah, AJ Terrell, like big name, why not? Big
From
name, big
Clemson.
school, maybe the Cowboys.
All right, Landon, the new look Patriots. How do they start off the new era?
Jake Fromm.
We're gonna try Jared Stidham for a little bit. Give
man.
him a go. But the Patriots haven't drafted a Pro Bowler since 2015 with Jamie Collins.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Defense
Wow, that's a good stat. Way to pull
Defense is decent. The running backs, they're solid. Jordan Love, second round maybe. So we're going to go with a receiver here and give Stidham some options. Was going to go with Shenault, but obviously the Eagles got him first. So we're going to go Justin Jefferson out of LSU.
That's what I thought
All right.
Jackson was going to take for the Vikings, to be honest.
I think the Saints might even move up to like top 12. You know, this is the last year for Drew Brees, and I think Sean Payton, gutsy as he is, might do something like that and go get a star player.
Well,
But not my decision.
do I have the floor now? Because I have the Saints pick right now at 24.
You do.
All right. So I like the idea of, it's Drew Brees like last year or two. They want to get some quick talent right away. The problem with that is that I think it's not like they're like the Packers, for example. The Packers are a team right now that's built for the next 3 to 4 years. And then after that, they're going to take a massive drop off because they're just not going to be – they're going to be too old.
Yeah.
The Saints are young, and they're ready to move forward after Drew Brees, I think. You mentioned how the Patriots might wait to the second to get a guy. I think if this guy falls to the Saints, I think it's a perfect fit that he's similar enough to Drew Brees where Drew Brees can develop him in a way to him to be another talent. I think the Saints are looking at QB here. And if Jordan Love falls to them, I think the Saints are going to take Jordan Love here at 24.
Here's my problem with that pick. They have the first round tender on Taysom Hill. He's not going anywhere. They've still
Yeah,
got.
but Taysom Hill. Can we stop with the Taysom Hill going to be a future QB stuff? It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Logan,
He's not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He proved it. That's why he's
Logan Jackson, let me talk? It doesn't matter what we think. It matters what the Saints think.
They don't see him as a QB.
We're not. I'm talking right now. It matters what the Saints think. We aren't the Saints, and they definitely don't care what we think. They think that Taysom Hill can play quarterback. And whether I agree with them or not, they don't want to hear my opinion.
They don't. I don't think they do think he can play QB. They put a first-round tender on him because the dude is a wildcat specialist, and he single-handedly won some games because he has that ability to be a receiver, running back, tight end, quarterback. He's a good everything else. But there's a reason why Taysom Hill doesn't play fucking quarterback for the Saints sometimes. He doesn't. And if he does, it's the most trickiest, wackiest stuff. No, there's no way. I'm willing to bet there's not a single chance that Taysom Hill is the quarterback for the Saints next year in 2021. No chance.
Hey, I'm just going to throw it out there. That dude made me crap my pants with a beautiful 60-yard bomb to a special teamer.
Cool. Was it some crappy special teamer or wildcat play? He can't play traditional quarterback. He just has this wacky role on the team.
I'm pretty sure he was regular quarterback on that play.
He was. He killed it. I was saying he threw it to a special teamer because Deontay Harris is a kick return special.
Whatever. No, I just don't see it.
My pick, Marlon Davidson.
Cool. Love it.
Yeah, no, I told you I like him. I liked him at the first time we went for the pick. I think that he's a sick run stuffer. I think he's going to fill in very nicely for what Linval Joseph was doing for us.
Oh, yeah. You guys were saying some good stuff about him on Twitter.
I love Marlon Davidson.
I know
Jackson Chris on Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
Yeah, it's Jackson TM, ITSJCKSONTM.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's definitely watching this far.
Oh, hopefully. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Let's see.
Hey, listen, whether people watch or not, we're out here. I'm
giving them a show. I'm giving them some takes.
I plug it on the Snapchat. I plug it on the Twitter. I haven't plugged it on the Instagram yet. I try to get as many people as I can to watch. But either way, the Dolphins are up. They need a little.
Wait, no. Wait, the Texans are up because, oh, wait a minute. No, they don't have a first-round pick, do they? Even though they're rebuilding.
Well, I think that this was a stupid part on the Dolphins. They traded away a really good left tackle.
Laramie Tunsil?
Yeah. But still.
Whatever. This is the thing.
He was never going to resign. He was in a contract year.
Yeah.
The fact they got a first from an old – when's the last time you heard an old lineman get traded for a first-round pick?
Well, this guy's young.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to re-sign with the Dolphins.
Didn't Jake Long get traded for a first-round pick?
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, Jackson, 26, Dolphins. Give it to me.
Zach Bond. No.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah.
The Seattle Seahawks really liked him.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Give me Zach Bond.
Sorry, are we ruining your plans? How is Epinesa still on the board? What's going on?
So Seattle.
The need for edge rush falls after the top 15.
Here's the thing. Whether they like Epinesa or not, he's so not a Seattle Seahawk type player. They pride themselves on athleticism. He's all power.
Yeah. Anyway, Seattle Seahawks at 27 landing.
So weird.
Russell got the offense under control. I like the offense there.
Okay.
Clowney may be gone, so I think that's why we got to go with. I'm gonna butcher the name. Yoder Gross Matos from.
You passed over Epinesa to get Yoder Gross Matos.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
That's fair. He's predicated on his athleticism. And
I have to go get my computer charger.
Go for it.
All right. Well, I'm up. This isn't going to take very long. I have the Ravens at 28. I think they proved that their offense doesn't need a lot of work. They lost C.J. Mosley in free agency. I think this is an easy pick because I can't believe he fell. Kenneth Murray.
Yes, sir.
I'm really excited about Kenneth Murray.
I was afraid you were going to say Pat Quinn.
No, I love Kenneth Murray. I think he's a solid pick.
As well, you should. He's a very talented guy. Love his aggression. Even while he's playing, you can just tell how bad he wants it.
Yeah, I mean, you see that guy, no matter where the play is, he's always there. When you need that from middle linebacker, he can get from sideline to sideline.
Yeah, he's an absolute hawk.
Yeah. All right. We're almost done. We got 4 more picks left. We got the conference champions now. Well, like if people went to the conference championship, the Titans, which I will still never understand how they made it there. Titans at 29. Chris, what's it looking like?
Who'd the Ravens take?
Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray.
I like that bet.
Titans. This is a weird team. So I'm going Epinesa here because Cam Wake isn't gonna get re-signed.
And they just got rid of Casey.
Yeah, that was weird, but they need it. They need the front 7 piece right there. He's gonna be a good one. You know, if he works out, they're gonna be good for a few years. He's gonna fill in really nicely for any holes that they have on the line. And they're such a weird team because they need a lot, but at the same time, you're like, look what they did with what they had. Like, do they need that much? Maybe not, because Mike Vrabel is a psychopath.
Maybe you take I know it's your pick, but maybe you take a Josh Jones to replace the guy they lost, Coughlin.
Yeah.
Conklin? Yeah, maybe.
But I think the tackle class is pretty deep as well, so looping back and hitting that in the second isn't too fair.
All right, Jackson, you have my boys, the Green Bay Packers. I already see somebody that I think you're probably going to take, but surprise me.
Oh, we're going Denzel Mims.
Okay, really? Now, I want to hear I personally take like Rager because I think he's a better slot guy, but give me your reason why you pick Mims.
Because I think Mims is more of a one receiver. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Rager. But I think Mims is a better player to bounce off of Devontae Adams to draw more separation. Rager is definitely a slot guy, but he won't ever be the leading receiver. And I'm very aware of that, no matter how much I love his tape.
So who's playing? So who's playing middle linebacker for the Packers?
No one.
Second rounder.
Oh,
Second rounder, or there are rumors that Clay's coming back.
Christian Kirksey.
I don't
You
know.
can circle all the way
he's an
back around
outlier.
and get a Keane Davis Gaither if you want. That kid
No, Madden puts him at the outside.
Kirksey will probably, if we don't sign Matthews or draft him in the second round, we'll probably play Kirksey at middle linebacker. But before Landon moves on, I just want to give my input here. We don't have a slot guy right now. We have a second guy on the outside, Alan Lazard and Marcus Valdez-Scantling. One of them's gonna be fun. I'm not saying they're gonna be good. But we need a slot guy. Like, none of those guys can play in the slot.
Dude, you keep bringing in these 6'5" superhumans that just can't catch passes.
Yeah, I know that. I get that. But
literally, Epinemius St. Brown, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and
I'm not saying
they're all 6'5". That's not a joke.
Don't forget we signed Devin Funchess. Devin Funchess we signed to be on the outside too. Yeah.
He's probably gonna run tight end. That's
a very on-brand pick.
So, but what I mean is that I think we have enough of those guys. You know, only like 2 of those 3 are going to make it. So we need an athletic speed guy in the slot. I don't think Mims is going to do that.
Honest to God, you could probably put Devontae in the slot.
Yeah, you could.
He's just too good out there. You know, I think there's no reason to. You know, to fit this Mims pick, no, there's no reason to throw him into the slot. I personally think we're going to take Rieger or we're going to take I can't think about that. There's the other slot guy that I can't think of off the top of my head. Yeah, KJ Hamler. We're gonna either take KJ in the second or we're gonna take Rieger in the first. But that's just my opinion.
Rieger didn't he run like a 4.28 or some shit?
He
they're fast.
Ran almost a 4.6, didn't he, at the combine?
He ran like a 4.49.
Landon, you are up.
Did he run a 4.29 or something?
Yeah, 4.28.
Yeah.
So apparently, Logan thinks the Niners are going to take a deep decrease this year in play. But I think I got 2 guys on my draft board for them. I got Cesar Ruiz and AJ Terrell.
What guard did they?
I don't think they lost one. I just it says they need a need. But the reason I think AJ Terrell, they play a zone, don't they? Or something. But I'm just thinking a Super Bowl. AJ Terrell ran the 6th fastest 40 for DBs, and I know Jackson, you're gonna say that's without pads, but a 4.42, that's pretty good. Maybe you could keep up with Tyreek Hill a little bit, play some man with him. I mean, I don't. So just for this mock draft sake, I'm gonna go with AJ Terrell.
Okay.
Ask Jamar Chase if AJ Terrell can keep up.
Man.
I wish I could, man.
All right, I got the Chiefs.
Oh God, we are really just like making fun of football players. I hope they don't find out.
I'm mean. I'm very mean about this.
All right, okay.
But
So the Chiefs.
Yeah, I've been doing it too. This is so bad.
This is it.
might I remind you? Hold on, pause before you make your pick. We'll build up the drama a little bit. But Topher, might I remind you about our quarterback superlatives? What we did to poor man Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan, man, you got taken.
I know.
Yeah, get ready, dude.
God.
24
But all
in the
right,
first round.
Logan. Without further ado, send us home.
Okay, so I'm gonna set my logic, and I'm gonna try to put logic behind this pick.
Okay.
The Chiefs are a win now team, obviously, right? So I don't think they're developing anymore. I think they're taking players that are gonna help them win now.
Yeah.
If there was a corner available that I liked, they would
Mhm.
probably go here. They signed Rashad Breeland to an extension. They like him, so they're comfortable. Another spot here is linebacker. I don't like Patrick Queen. I'm not a big fan. I think a smart GM would probably take him here, but I'm not a smart GM. If
Jordan Love.
if Kenneth Murray or AJ Espinoza fell here, I'd probably take either of them. But I took Kenneth Murray with the Ravens. I think Kenneth could probably follow the Chiefs and they'll take him. But I'm looking at the draft board right now, and I'm looking at a player that can help them win right now. It's Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, for running back, he might not have the best. Okay, listen to my logic. Jonathan Taylor might not have the best running back career out of these running backs in the draft.
Yeah.
But he will have the best rookie year, in my opinion.
Yes. I can agree.
And I don't like any of the running backs on the Chiefs. I never have. Williams, never liked him. I never liked McCoy. McCoy's too old.
Yeah.
Taylor could go in there immediately, start day one, get 200 carries this year, win Rookie of the Year, and help him get back to a Super Bowl. Now, are they going to sign him in 4 years? Probably not. Most likely not, because that's just how running backs work. But he's going to have a really productive 4 years, and he's going to go on a team, I think, that's going to be good. Nobody's going to draft Jonathan Taylor that's bad. It's just not going to happen. That's why if Jonathan Taylor doesn't get drafted here, he will go late second, in my opinion, unless somebody trades up for him.
The thing about picking Taylor here is he's a decent a pass catcher. I'm positive he's a decent pass catcher. So like
He is.
So playing with a Mahomes is going to be great. He could run a couple U routes. That's not what it's called.
Like
but
if Jonathan Taylor goes to the Chiefs, he's a top 10 running back in fantasy, without doubt.
So
top 10? No.
what happened with 1 and 2 there?
No, dude, Saquon was like top 3 when he was drafted.
Yeah, but that's also without the fact that he didn't have Pat Mahomes taking up so much.
No, I just mean like in draft mocks, he'll be in like the top 10, top 12, like Josh Jacobs was.
Yeah. No, okay.
So that's what I mean. So, but I mean, did I make a good point? I think I made a decent point on why that's.
You made a strong argument. I just think it was a little bit of a reach.
I think JK might have been a better fit for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand why they do Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. All right. So Jackson and Chris, since you're our draft experts, we'll do like a quick recap. Is there any picks that stand out that are reaches or steals?
Derek Brown getting to 11 is insane.
Just before we do that, let's point out Joe Burrow does go first and not second, just to clear that up.
I think that's a given. We were never going to bring up those 2 picks. Those are solid.
Yeah.
We'll start.
Isaiah Simmons was a surprise.
Yeah. Trevion Diggs, obviously.
Yeah, that was a bit of a reach.
See, Marlon Davidson is both a reach and a steal at the same time. I'm not sure how that's happening. He's a great player. He's a great football player, and I love him to death. And his interview talking about why he likes football might be the scariest thing on the internet. If you haven't seen it, he says he likes football because he can hit people and the cops won't come.
So it's the
Holy.
it's the same thing with Daniel Jones. He is worth the third pick or fourth pick, but he could have fell to like the second round.
Oh,
And Jones was the 6th pick.
That's what you're thinking with Davison.
yeah, it's you see him and you're like, well, we want this guy. We don't want him to fall. But yeah,
It's need over talent. It's what we've seen at the quarterback position for years in the top 5 picks.
No,
how many corners did we get in this first? 1, 2, 3,
Corners?
4.
A lot. We had like 6.
6. Yeah, we had 6. The fact that we had 6 going in is crazy to me.
Wait, actually, did we get 7 because of AJ Terrell?
No, Terrell was the 6th, I believe.
Oh, he was the 6th. Okay. 4, 5.
Yeah, it's 6.
As many receivers as I might have thought originally.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I think every team that needed a receiver took one. You know, I mean, besides the Raiders, I'm surprised Lion with the Raiders didn't take
I got CD Lamb. You took CD Lamb.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. But like, okay, I mean, is there any other team in the draft that needed a receiver that didn't take one?
I mean,
not really.
Not for position.
Yeah. So I mean, pure talent wise, I mean, Judy was maybe a reach for the Niners. Otherwise, no, I think the receivers were good. Otherwise, I think again, Derek Brown. It's hard to see because I think every pick before that was good.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening in real life. Derek Brown falling that far. It's just the need for interior linemen isn't as big as it used to be.
I think Jeff Okudah might actually be the steal of this draft at 7.
Which is crazy because 7's like still high.
Yeah.
But just the need for quarterback at 5 and 6 and 1.
I recently made just an overall talent board, my top 100. Jeff Okudah comes in at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I rate him better than Simmons at what he does. Not necessarily as an overall talent, but what he will be in the NFL. I think Okudah is a better prospect than Simmons.
I think he's very comparable to Jair Alexander. I think he's got to come in like Jalen Ramsey did and just completely change the scene of the team. Like I think the Lions are gonna have a corner that shuts down, or the Panthers in this case are gonna have a player that shuts down half the field.
And
if they do fall to the Panthers, think of the guys Okudah's got to guard his first year: Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Mike Thomas, Chris Godwin. That I almost hope he falls because seeing that matchup would be incredible.
Yeah,
I would love that.
If he's on the Lions, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, and Devontae Adams, while good, it's not as exciting.
Yeah.
No. And then I am going to be selfish here. The Jordan Love pick. Do you think the Saints think it's realistic that Saints do go with the quarterback? Could you see the Saints almost trading up like you saw the Chargers might?
No, the Saints aren't a team that I would expect to trade up at all for a quarterback. I think that they'll sit put, and I also think that they could take Eason or Hurts in the second. I don't feel like they're in any rush.
All right.
Because Brees signed for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean –
did you see
Rodgers sat back for 3 years, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And look how that turned out.
That was a reason I was considering taking Jordan Love if he made it to 30.
Yeah, and how many years did Garoppolo sit back behind Brady?
3. Yeah.
So, I mean, it happens. And Jordan Love doesn't seem like a guy that can take over right away.
Because he's not.
He needs a QB that can develop him.
And the good news about that, him going to Sean Payton, it's a very good head coach. No offense or anything, but I'm not sure I trust LaFleur with quarterbacks yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, no, wait. No, I agree with you. There's no way the Packers take a quarterback in the next 2 to 3 years. Not a chance. Not a chance in the world.
He doesn't.
LaFleur needs to mature. It's like McCarthy got thrown into position to develop Rodgers, and I'm going to say I think McCarthy failed Rodgers in some ways. Even though Rodgers got him 2 MVPs in the Super Bowl, I think that was just talent. I think if Rodgers had a better coach with him right away, like a coach that drafted him in 2005. Because remember, McCarthy was on the Niners in 2005 and passed on Rodgers to take Alex Smith.
Yes.
So clearly McCarthy didn't like Rodgers. So if there's a if Rodgers had a head coach that developed through with him, he could have been so much better. And that's what I see with Jordan Love going to the Saints. You have a team that's not just good for the next 2 years, it's good for the next 6 to 7. You got Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara there forever. You got a good defense there locked up. And you got a good franchise, just in general. Like, they have a good reputation there in New Orleans.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. There's really not a whole lot we can say about it.
Yeah.
But, all right. I think that's
We did
been our
it.
show, boys.
We did it.
Yeah. Draft coming up.
Already?
Draft is coming up here not before too long, April 23rd through the 25th. And we have something special planned, do we not?
Yeah, we're gonna do a live stream, and we gotta do like a competition to see who gets the most picks right in a mock draft.
Yeah, I'm 100% down. I'll build that out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste this mock draft because obviously our 4 minds together just created the perfect mock draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
Because I mean, like solid picks like Derek Brown at 11 and Trayvon Diggs at 20. I mean, those are solid picks there.
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs definitely doing it.
My favorite part of the draft, I think, is seeing trades. Like, I don't.
That's the appealing part.
Yeah.
Before we go, in case anyone is watching, can you recommend anyone anything to do during the next week in quarantine? Any of the shows or activities that you've enjoyed?
Puzzles. Minecraft.
Minecraft. Okay, Vlad is recommending Minecraft. Jack,
And puzzles. I said puzzles. Don't leave out puzzles.
Minecraft puzzles. Oh man.
Tiger King and sleeping.
Tiger King's not that good.
You can't recommend
Black
Tiger King
Ops
because I think
3.
everyone's seen Tiger King by
It's
now.
still number 1 on Netflix. Some people haven't. I'm gonna rewatch it before too long.
It's not good.
Yes, it is. It's Car Wreck TV. You can't look away.
The first 3 or 4. Yes, that is true. You can't look away, but it doesn't mean it's good. The first 3 or 4 episodes were decent, but then it just was a little extra.
No.
And they're still coming out with
Chris?
episodes, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, they are.
They just put out an 8th episode.
They're doing an extra episode.
They put out an 8th episode, Jackson. You better go get that.
Go, let's go. Is it about Doc Antle? Because he's got some weird cult stuff.
I'm not sure. Chris,
Topher,
what do you got?
Topher, swing some suggestions and then I'll send us home.
Yo, re-download Black Ops 3. Definitely has the best zombies. That's my recommendation.
That is true.
Yeah.
It does have the best zombies, other than Black Ops 1, but we can't.
Black
Right
Ops
there.
1. Black Ops 1 never got remastered. You can't
I
get it
know.
on PS4. It's tragic.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that? Yo, Activision or whoever's running Call of Duty now. I'm pretty sure it got sold 3 times. You guys got to remaster Black Ops 1 so I can get it.
That might be next.
Hopefully.
They already remastered MW2 and I'm halfway through the campaign. Got to remaster Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I got.
Get the
Yeah,
ray
alright,
gun and
boys.
campaign.
Yeah, Call of Duty campaign. Yeah.
That wraps it up for us until the live stream. But we'll be back right in front of your eyes before too long. I've been Jackson McCarty alongside the boys, Landon Potvin, Topher Spar, Logan Windsor. We'll see you guys next time.